Hello, and welcome to EDCI 710. My name is Dr. Della Perez, and I will be your professor for this course. I look forward to working with you in the next 3 weeks. It's going to be quick, intense, but hopefully very informative. So I want to get started by introducing you to the home page of the course. If you go into your Canvas pages, you'll see the name of the course. Just click on that and it'll take you to this home page. On the home page, you will see the welcome to the course. You'll also see a link for the course syllabus and the course schedule. Below that, if you scroll down, you'll see a list of all the assignments and due dates, as well as the weights for the different assignments. One of the things I would like you to look at specifically are the course syllabus and the course schedule. You can do that by just clicking below here on the home page. Also, if you go to the modules tab and click on that, you will see introductory materials. The syllabus is there as well as the course schedule again. So we're going to start by looking through that information, then we'll come down and look at the next course module. So let's go back to our home page. On our home page, again, we have our course syllabus and course schedule. You can go ahead and click on this and follow through with me, but let's take a look at our course syllabus. So as you can see, I am the professor for this course, well, technically assistant professor. My office is in 204 Bluemont Hall. I've put my phone number, my department phone number, and my email there for you to reach me. I do have office hours listed here, but the best way to get hold of me is going to be through email. Our course start date is May 20th, 2019, and our course end date is June 7th, 2019. This is a 3-credit-hour graduate level course, so there is going to be a lot of work to get done in these 3 weeks, but I think we will just take it one day at a time and you will do great. So the general course description, this course really focuses on the multiple perspectives of the historical, sociological, philosophical, economic, and legal intersections impacting public K-12 education in the United States of America. This is a foundations course, so you'll get an overview of the philosophies of education, history of education, and different areas identified here. As we begin this course, there are a few keys to success I want to go over with you. These are just gentle reminders, things I think are very important for you as you begin the course. This is a graduate level course, as I already mentioned. We're doing it in 3 weeks, so everything that would be normally taught in a 16-week class, we're condensing into 3. So it's very important to stay on top of things and keep up with all assignments. So one of the first keys to success I have here is not to become the Mad Hatter. And the Mad Hatter is the person who's always late, because if you are always late, turning stuff in behind, then it will become very problematic for you. So make sure you keep up with all assignments in this fast-paced 3-week online course. You'll need to do lots of reading, writing, and posting of assignments on a pretty much daily basis. Make sure to closely examine the required readings, assignments, and due dates provided in the course schedule. That course schedule, if we go back to it, you'll see the course schedule is right here on your homepage. You can also go into the modules week introductory materials and see the course schedule. Let me take a quick glance at it here for you. The course schedule looks like this. It has by week and day all the different things we'll be doing. So for this first day of class, you need to review the syllabus, read Chapter 1, Section 1 of your iBook, watch the welcome message and course overview video, which you're doing now, and watch the iBook overview video. There are a couple assignments that are due today. You have the Are You Ready survey that's due by midnight, so please make sure you take that. And then there's the book circle sign up on pages in Canvas due as well today. So the due dates are listed here. The recommendation for watching the video is here. You want to watch it by 5:20, and then for the iBook, the same thing. You want to watch it today. So please make sure to follow this schedule closely, and we'll go through and look at a few of the assignments a little bit more in depth for week 1 here in just a minute. So if we go back to our course schedule here, sorry about that. First key to success is not to be the Mad Hatter. Try and make sure everything gets done on time and you're not late. Another key to success is that to remember you're not an island. Even though you're taking this course online, it's probably maybe one of the first courses you've taken in quite a while, you need to remember you are not alone on this island. You're going to have a specific TA who should have contacted you or will be contacting you very shortly to provide guidance, support, and feedback throughout the course. Your TA is going to be an outstanding resource for you, so make sure you utilize them. In addition to working directly with your TAs, I'll be setting up Zoom video conferences each week so that you can have a face-to-face interaction with me, answer any questions, go over key information for that week, and we'll determine those dates and times for the Zoom sessions based on the Are You Ready survey that you are completing. So, but if you do have questions, your TA can't answer them, Susan Sherling, who is the coordinator of the TAs, can't answer them, feel free always to email me directly as well. And my email address is included at the first page of the course syllabus and then again right here. Another thing to remember is I've got a message here that says you've got mail. The primary way that you receive course-related communications is through your email messages at your official K-State email address. So make sure you're checking that email at least once daily. You may also receive messages via Canvas or within the Canvas gradebook. That's where your comments will be posted. But please make sure you're checking your K-State email. The next key to success is to remember that Canvas, it's not for painting but posting. All content for this course will be posted on the Kansas State University online system, which we refer to as Canvas. Starting at 8 a.m. Actually, I opened it this last weekend, but the first day of the course, you'll be able to see all the posted materials. For the week 1 session, in the week 1 course module on Canvas. So at the end of the week 1, you'll see week 2 materials posted, so you can get a jump on those and start working on them. And the end of week 2, you'll see the week 3 course materials. The reason I do not post everything at once is that I want you to take it a week at a time, not get overwhelmed by the information. So please make sure you're following along with that. There are some additional tabs where information might be posted. On Canvas, you'll see we have the Announcements tab, and I'll send out announcements there if anything comes up. Our Assignments tab, which we'll look at here again in just a minute. Grades, Quizzes, Zoom, and Library. These are going to be the main tabs we'll be using within the Canvas homepage, and we'll look at each of those here in just a moment. And then finally, the last key to success I have here is A or nothing. As a future teacher, I really think it's important for you to think beyond the letter grade. So I don't want you to just focus on the grades that will be provided for this class. I really want you to focus on your overall course learnings. You will be given feedback from your TA. I will be going in and checking that and also providing additional comments. And my goal is for all the feedback and grades and assignments given in week 1 to be posted to your grade book on Canvas before any assignments are due for week 2's grade book. So that way you'll get all the feedback for your first week before you jump into assignments for your second week and know that you're on the right track. If we continue on in our course syllabus, you can see the College of Education's vision. The main thing I want to kind of put in your head here and have you think about is that our mission and our goal is to prepare educators to be knowledgeable, ethical, caring decision makers for a diverse and changing world. This is our mission statement, and below it you're going to see some of the ways that we plan on doing that within this course. We also have the College of Education Conceptual Framework. I'm not going to read through that for you, but it does show how this course is aligned to the Conceptual Framework and the 10 standards in professional studies in four distinct categories: the learner and learning, content knowledge, instructional practice, and professional responsibility. We also have dispositions that are covered. So when you get a moment, take a minute to look a little bit more closely at those. The course objectives for this course include links to that conceptual framework. Again, I'll let you read those on your own. Let's scroll down a little bit in our course syllabus here. We have some guiding and essential questions. Take a moment to look through those, and you'll see as we go through the course, we'll get those questions answered. And of course, our student learning outcomes, things you should walk away from this course with. Now let's jump into some of the important content required for this course. You'll see that there are, when it comes to required books, you'll not be required to purchase textbooks for the course. Instead, I've written an iBook for you specifically tailored for this course, and the iBook's going to be published directly on Canvas in individual chapters each week. For the iBook, you have the option of downloading it as an actual iBook onto an iPad if you own one of those, or as a PDF document. One thing to remember is if you do download it as an iBook, you'll need to delete the old chapter before you can download a new chapter. So let's take a minute and see where we can find those chapters. So here, if you go back to your home page, click on modules. You'll see we have our introductory materials here, which we've already talked about. But now if you scroll down to the week 1 folder, you'll see your first chapter here. You can click on that to download the iBook, or you can click on the second option here to download the PDF version of the book. All the chapters you need for this week are located in your week 1 module. So you have chapters 1, 2 is right here, and then chapter 3. So again, go to your course schedule so you know when to read each part of those chapters. So by this afternoon or at the end of the day today, you should read chapter 1, section 1. By Tuesday, you should read chapter 1, sections 2 and 3. Wednesday, you should have read chapter 2. Thursday, you should have chapter 3, section 1. And Friday, chapter 3, section 2 and 3. All right, let's go back into our course syllabus here. So with our course syllabus, you now see that you have the iBook there. There are some special features of the iBook which I think will be very beneficial and help you out, including things like individual chapters, which we just looked at, visual cues to promote comprehension, quotes from past participants to reinforce key concepts, theories, and philosophies, an introduction to each chapter, bookmarks at the beginning of each section with key questions to guide your thinking, article links. This will allow you to explore key concepts at deeper levels. I would definitely encourage you to look at those article links as you're going through each chapter. Also, there are embedded video clips that kind of help elaborate on those key points within the text and bring the information to life. So again, really look at those embedded video clips. You have guided questions within the text to promote your critical thinking. And then finally, at the end of each chapter, you're going to have a your turn prompt that challenges you to apply what you learned by completing an activity that ties all the content together. These your turn prompts are completely optional. You will not be turning them in for credit, but it's a good way to kind of extend and summarize what it is that you've learned for each chapter. In addition to the iBook, there is a supplemental book you'll need to get for our Book Circle assignment. So you'll see here I have a list of 10 books that you can choose from. The way you're going to sign up for the one book you need for the Book Circle assignment is by doing the following. If you go back to our home page here on Canvas, let's go back into the home page. You'll see that there is a tab called Pages, and there are 2 ways you can sign up for the Book Circle. You can go to this tab, the Pages tab, or you can go into your Assignments tab and you'll see. So let's start with the Assignments tab. If you go into Assignments, you'll see that you have, it's just taking a minute to pull up here. You'll have all the different assignments listed for you that are due. For the book circles, we're going to have 2 book circles, a book circle 1 and book circle 2. In order to complete these book circles, you first need to select a book. So let's go to the Pages tab. And you'll see under the Pages tab a link that says Book Circle Sign Up. There's also the iBook course overview video for you as well. But here, if you click on the Book Circle Sign Up, it looks like someone's already signed up. Eric, way to go. And Ashley. So you're going to go in here, and what you'll see is by section, you have the section you've been assigned to, and then the list of books are at the top. So say your TA is Brenda Rose. You're in section A. So you're going to go in here and you're going to pick the book that you want. If there's already a name, like here, Ashley Gorman already has her name in section F for Teach Like Your Hair's on Fire, you cannot select that book. You need to pick another book. But if there's a slot open, that's a book that interests you, go ahead and click the edit button. You're going to edit and then you'll scroll down again. Make sure you find the right row with your TA. So like here, section W, Gwen found for Gwen Jacobs. Karen is in section W, so she signed up. If you are in section A, let's go back up here, just gets a little easier to see. Say you want to sign up for Teaching for Freedom. So you've clicked the edit button, you just type in your name. Once you've typed your name, make sure to hit the save button here. That will save your name on the list, and you'll see that your name pops up under the book that you put or selected. Once the name is in a book, and if you're in that section, please make sure to select a different book. You cannot sign up for the same book. You need to have different texts. So let's see, we're trying to get out of this. So our Book Circle sign up page, that's how you're going to take care of it. If you have any questions about that, please let your TA know. Again, pretty simple, but the goal is to have this whole list filled out and completed by the end of the day today. That way I can confirm which book it is you've gotten. Once I have everyone on the list, I'll send a quick email out to everyone tomorrow to say, yes, you're confirmed to buy the book that you signed up for, and you can start to order that book. These books can be found online at any place like Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble. You can find them anywhere. Just make sure to get that book purchased for this week because you'll want to start reading it by this weekend. But again, wait until tomorrow when I give you the okay to buy your book. A lot of these texts are also available to download on like a Kindle, so you can just read it that way rather than having to actually buy the physical book. If you are out of the country or might have an issue getting materials to you, one of the books I recommend would be Schools of Tomorrow, because that book can be immediately downloaded as an iBook for free, I believe. So go ahead, if you are out of the country and going to have trouble getting materials, sign up for the Schools of Tomorrow book would be my recommendation. All right, so now that we've gone over that, let's go back to our homepage here. Remember that Book Circle sign up is found under the Pages tab. You want to make sure to sign up for those today. And these are the list of books that you have the options of. So if you want to take a look at the different descriptions of them, just go ahead, type in the author or title, and you can find out a little bit more about the books, and then pick like your top 3 and go ahead and sign up for one. Remember, you're only signing up for one book for the Book Circle. Okay, so let's go down and continue to look at your course syllabus here. There are a lot of instructional strategies that will be used within this course. This course is extremely tech heavy. So you're going to be thrown a lot of new information, a lot of new technology that you may not have heard of or been familiar with. Do not worry about that. There's going to be tutorials for every new piece of technology, and all technology is free. You should not have to pay for any of the apps that I'm asking you to use. Just make sure you don't stress when it comes to the different types of technology you're being asked to use. The purpose of this is dual-fold. Number one, just it's going to increase our interaction by using these different types of technology in this online course. And also a lot of this technology that you're going to be seeing will be used in future courses within your MAP program. More importantly, a lot of this technology is being used by students in schools. So by becoming familiar with the technology yourself, you're getting a jump start on how to apply that technology in your future classrooms. So this chart shows a list of all the different types of technology. We're going to use Canvas. We'll do Adobe Spark Video for autobiographical narrative. We'll have reflection papers just in Word, which I think is probably the easiest one for you guys to do. You have an option of different formats for your Book Circle presentations, so different apps you can use. Book Circle discussions we'll do on Flipgrid, and you'll learn a little bit more about that. I think you'll like that because it's a video-based app where you can just record quickly your response to different peers, and it will be something very interactive that we can watch and see. You'll have an app called VoiceThread where you can create a presentation and actually talk us through it for your historical figure event or law. We'll do philosophy education papers, again in Word, a pre and a post. And then we'll have a Padlet page, which is also very nice. You can kind of see everyone's response on your Padlet page. So there are lots of different things that you'll be using. Again, take them one at a time. I'll have lots of tutorials and we'll have examples, and your TAs will be able to guide you through these tools as well. So let's go over the specific course requirements for the course. One thing to remember, again, this is a 3-week course. It's going to be very intense. So you want to make sure you keep up with class readings, book circles. We'll engage in online dialogue. Making connections to your personal experiences is going to be really important, as well as to prior educational experiences or outside resources. Papers, take ownership of those papers. Make sure you use the I format. This is about what you think and what you believe. So let's go through each of the additional assignments. So we're going to start out. Our first assignment is the Are You Ready survey. This is worth 50 points. The purpose of the survey is really twofold. First, to get important demographic data about you, and also to make sure we meet the needs of you as a culturally responsive educator. Second, the survey will assess your understanding of key content presented in the course syllabus and schedule. So the Are You Ready survey. In order to find that, you're going to go to the Quizzes tab for the Are You Ready survey. Click on the Quizzes tab and you'll see the survey right there. You click on the survey, it'll open up, gives you the requirements here, and then all you need to do is click the Take the Survey button, and it'll take you through the questions. Again, this information is going to be very important. It's going to help us better plan for you, the course, and us, by us I mean myself and the TAs, and it will also make sure you've gotten a thorough understanding of the course syllabus. So make sure you have that course syllabus read and looked at before taking the survey. And the course schedule is also good to kind of take a glance at. All right, so Are You Ready survey is right there. We click on that, remember, under the Quizzes tab. Let's go back to our home page and our assignments here on the syllabus. So the second assignment is the autobiographical narrative. And for the autobiographical narrative, this is a way for you to introduce yourself to your TA and myself and other members of the course. For this, I've included sample autobiographical narratives in the Week 1 course module of myself and your TAs. The majority of them have included those or will be including those as well, so you get to know them too. So for the autobiographical narrative, in order to find that assignment, you can go into 2 places. You can go in the modules or the assignments tab. Let's go ahead and go to the assignments tab just so you can see where it is. So we have the Are You Ready survey right there, autobiographical narrative. You can go ahead and now click on that autobiographical narrative, and it will open up the assignment for you. This is the rubric associated with the assignment. If we go into the modules tab, you will see the assignment as well. Sorry, this is taking just a moment to shift around. So if we go into the autobiographical narrative right here, you'll see the assignment. Here's the description of the assignment, what you need to do. Since you're making an Adobe Spark video, this is the website to go to download that video. And then here are some tutorials for you in case you don't know how to use this app. You'll be able to figure it out. And then the requirements for what needs to be in your Adobe Spark video are here. So this is where you'll go. It needs to be a minimum 1 minute, maximum 2-minute introduction. After creating it, you're going to be asked to listen to the 9 peers or the number of peers in your assigned TA group. Some of you have 10, some of you have 5. So go ahead and just listen to all the peers in your TA group and then comment on a few of your peers by putting a peer reaction with at least 2 to 3 general comments about your peers' autobiographical narratives and at least one connection between your autobiographical narrative and one or more of your peers. You're going to do that under the discussion board post, and when you go to that, you will see the discussions here, and I'll have this set up for you under the correct section in TA before the end of the day. So you just click on the TA that you are, and you'll make a comment. So say, for example, and this is not the right heading, but it'll say section, so if you're with Williams, it will say section I, Angela Williams. You'll click on this, and you'll be able to make a comment. Okay, so let's go back to our home tab. Now we've taken a look at the autobiographical narrative, where to find that information. You also have 2 reflection papers that are going to be due. These are due on the Fridays of the end of week 1 and end of week 2. And it's really a way just for you to kind of focus and think in on what you've taken away from the book. To find those reflections, again, you'll go to your modules tab, and the requirements for reflection paper 1 are listed in your week 1 course module. Right here, you'll see the reflection paper 1. Again, you just click on that, and it'll give you the requirements for reflection paper 1 and what you need to do. As I said, this is based on the first 3 chapters of your iBook. So you'll just go through and read through the assignment and complete the reflection paper. Okay, let's go back to our home page. So again, those 2 papers are going to be due the Fridays of end of week 1 and week 2. Our book circles are going to be done during weeks 2 and week 3. We're going to have 2 book circles. The way the book circles are going to work is you're going to read half the book to complete book circle 1, and then the other half the book to complete book circle 2. So make sure I will have the requirements for book circle 1 posted on Friday of this week, the end of week 1, so that you can get a jump on that and start getting prepared for your book circle 1 presentation. And then for book circle 2, you'll complete that in week 3. Requirements for each of these, again, can be found in your week 2 course module and week 3 course module. I will have the week 2 course module posted early so you can get a jump on your first book circle assignment. So that'll be posted by this Friday. You have another assignment due this week called Historical Figure, Event, or Law in Education Research. This is kind of a way, and sorry, it's not eMage, you're actually going to be using VoiceThread here to present the information you've learned over a historical figure, event, or law. So again, let's go into our modules, probably the easiest way to find it. You go into week 1 and you will see the requirements for your historical figure, event, or law. If you are not sure what topic to select for this, I've given you an overview of the requirements for the assignment, as well as how to use VoiceThread. Remember, using VoiceThread for this activity. And then I've given you some ideas of different figures, events, or laws here that you can choose from. But if you have another topic, a historical figure, event, or law that you would like to use, just go ahead and shoot your TA email, say, I'd really rather do this, and they'll be able to approve that for you. Or you can choose from one of these that are listed here. The rubric for this assignment is below. Each of your assignments you'll see have an attached rubric with them, very detailed, to provide you all the information you need to get a good grade. It's really just about following the information on the rubric. The key, though, is, again, beyond that letter grade, really thinking about what you're taking away from each assignment. You have 2 philosophy of education papers. We have an initial philosophy of education paper, which will be due this week, and then at the end of our 3-week course, you have an enhanced philosophy of education paper, which will show a little bit more depth and knowledge of what you've gained over our 3-week course. The requirements for those will be posted in each weekly module. So since your first initial philosophy is due this week, you go into the week 1 course module and you'll see the requirements again for that are here. So just click on those requirements. It will open up the document and you'll know exactly what you need to do for this first initial philosophy of education paper. I know this is a lot of information to be throwing at you. Again, remember, just take each assignment and each week one at a time. Our final assignment for this course will be the Building Foundations for the Future. It's kind of a reflection of your overall learnings and key takeaways. That'll be due the last day of the course, June 7th. Here are the weighted percentages for each of the different assignments that we'll be doing, and our grading scale. Finally, we have some course policies here for you to look at. A couple of key things I just want you to remember here is that this is, again, a graduate level course, very intense, very fast. So please be prepared to spend a minimum of 10 hours each week reading, processing the information for the course, and completing all the required coursework. And I'd encourage you not to submit the first draft of any paper. Really take time to reflect on it, make tweaks to it. I have high expectations for you, but I'm extremely excited because our past MAT attendees and completers of the program have been outstanding, and I expect no less from you. I really enjoy working with the MAT level courses and the graduate level students because you guys are so great. A couple of things when it comes to assignments. As I said, all assignments are posted on Canvas in the format specified in your course syllabus. So you can find assignments either in the modules or assignments tab here on your homepage. The key thing here is that there are no late assignments accepted unless you previously talked to your TA and the TA has gotten that approved through me. So again, go through your TA first, but if there's some extenuating circumstances, emergency, something comes up, just let us know. We'll work with you, but we need to be notified prior to the assignment being due in order to allow extensions on an individual basis. Make sure all word process assignments are in 12-point font, so like Times New Roman, use 1-inch margins. You'll be expected to keep track of your own grades, and you can see those grades here by clicking on the Grades tab. They'll be listed by heading, and then you'll see your scores here, and then there's also a chart you can go to once the grades get in. You'll see more of those. So you can check your grades at any point in time. I would definitely encourage you to keep track of your assignments because you'll be using these later on for some examples in your final portfolio. There's really no extra credit offered in this course. Just put forth your best effort. As long as you complete all the assignments in a timely manner, you will do just fine in this class. Again, it's not about tricking you or trying to give you a bad grade. Everyone has an A when they start this course, and I expect the majority will have that A when you end this course. So a few different requirements when it comes to course expectations. Since it's an online course, we have a few things here that you can look through, as well as communication and our academic honesty policy and accommodations. Finally, I've added a few additional resources here for you for K-State Global Campus if you need support with student services. Their K-State Online is our Canvas page. There's also some online learning support here to kind of get you some jump start on working with an online system if you haven't done that before. When it comes to any issues with technology or Canvas system, you want to contact the K-State IT Help Desk. Here's their website, email, and phone number. And there's some additional information here for library services. So that kind of concludes our overview of the course syllabus. I hope you feel a little bit more comfortable tackling the course now that you have a complete overview. Remember, on your home page, it's going to be the most important place for you to go to get information on your syllabus, to find all the weekly modules, assignments, quizzes. This is where your first Are You Ready survey tab is. So make sure you go there. We'll have an exit survey that will be due at the end of the semester. Pages is where you're going to sign up for your book circle. One other thing I want to point out to you, if you go to that People's tab and you're not sure what group you've been assigned to, you can just go click on that. You'll see all the different names of all the people in the course. You're going to scroll through and look for your name, and you'll see, like, say you're Carrie Bennett. You'll see that you've been assigned to Section T, Andrew Kipp. That's one way to find out who your TA is and who you'll be working with this semester. Another way to do that, probably a little bit more complicated because you have to go through each group, but if you click on the groups, you'll see, again, so we're looking at Andrew Kipp. We know right here, we click on Section T. The people that have been assigned to Andrew Kipp were Devana Roberts, James Manning, Josh Atkinson, Carrie Bennett, and Kinsey Berens. Not sure if I said your name right, Kinsey, but I'm sure you'll fix that or let us know how to say that on the autobiographical narrative. So this is another way to find out who's in your group by section, or you can go to the People's tab and see everyone, and that will give you everyone's name and the TA sections they've been assigned. Again, you can see your individual grades here. We'll set up our Zoom sessions under the Zoom tab once everyone's completed that Are You Ready survey. We'll have our discussions tab available and open by section and TA so that you can respond to each other's autobiographical narratives. And these other ones you really don't need to worry about right now. These first initial tabs are going to be the most important to get you through our course. All right, well, I think that is everything for now. If you have questions, again, make sure to let your TA know. I will be following up as well, letting you know as soon as I have key information from our Are You Ready survey. Sorry about that. So with that, I wish you the best of luck. I look forward to working with you, getting to know you each, and a great semester. Let's go.